What's going on, guys? Well, first off, I want to come out here and thank you guys for the support in my last video. 5 accounts blown is definitely not easy, right? But after I blew those accounts, I had to really obviously if you blow 5 accounts, you're so ready to rush things back and get things back and get those 5 accounts back rolling. But I had to do a lot of thinking and just being content with myself that I have to take things slower. And today's trade, I think, helped me. I did that in today's trade, and I'm more proud of the fact that I was able to slow down and size down and take actual setups and trades, other than the fact of the actual outcome. And I think that's getting me back to where I was a couple of weeks ago, because those 5 accounts being blown was definitely not easy. But you guys being there for me to talk to you guys truly did help. So I appreciate you guys always for kind of being like my personal, I guess, journal that also responds and gives me feedback. So I'm always going to be appreciative of that. But we're going to recap these 2 trades. I'm back on the 2 expresses, and one thing, right, is that, like I said, I was trying so hard to rush things back, but the fact is I told myself, like, sometimes taking things slower is definitely and is always going to be the faster route. Like, if you rush things and try to get back those 5 accounts and start full porting and sizing in heavy 15-10 micros, and you slip up once, that's it. That's all you're gonna get, right? One slip up is all it's gonna take for you to tilt and crash out. And then that's just gonna set you back again. That's more time and more money wasted. But as in comparison, when you're scaling down, when you're trying to take actual setups and sticking to your rules, you can have more room for error, right? Because you're not losing more when you're losing, because losing is normal. Everyone's gonna lose. I lost today, but I had more room to lose. That's why I took another trade and I won the trade, right? So I have more room for error in comparison. If I had over risked on that first trade, I think I'd be way too emotional to take another trade. I'd be way too emotional to see clearly. I probably wouldn't have taken this next trade that I had taken. And so, yes, truly, like, if you're trying to rush things and you make one mistake, you're gonna slip up. It's gonna, turn out pretty bad. It's gonna be a cycle of you trying to chase accounts, trying to get those accounts back, and in the end, the person who took it slower and scaled down and decided to take things, like, not so, not trying to force things to happen, is going to be a lot more further than the person who decided to try and rush things and speed the process up, because that's just going to set you back continuously. So that's just something that I was thinking about over the past 2-3 days, because trust me, I wanted to get back extremely quickly. I want to get those 5 accounts back extremely quickly, but I decided that I'm going to take things slower. We're going to try to take out a payout off these 2 accounts. For 2K each would be a 4K payout. And yeah, hopefully I can continuously just keep consistently taking out payouts from here, stack up my winning days slowly but surely, and yeah, be just a better trader in general. So yeah, I just wanted to just cover that thing real quickly. Now I'm gonna recap these 2 trades for you guys. So coming into the day, I did not trade the first day in macro. I was just actually not on my computer in the first day in macro. So 9:45 to 10:15, I was not able to trade that macro, which is completely fine because we did absolute shit. We did not do anything come first macro. But second macro, we did do something, right? Actually, this first trade came before the second macro, and one thing is, I would have avoided this trade entirely if I had waited until the macro started. So time and time again, macro just proves to me that why it's the best time for him to trade. Most volatility, price moves the best within the macro times. And there's no reason why I should be trading outside the macro. It's a rule I usually really good at sticking to, but today I just decided I just slipped up and I paid the price for it, right? But the good thing is, like I said, I scaled down today. I took trades that I thought were valid, and because of that, I had more room for error. I had more room to make to take a losing trade and still be able to take another one after this first one, right? But it's not like this first one was completely brain dead and incompetent. I thought these 2 trades were decent trades that I took, other than the fact that I had traded outside the macro for this one. So yeah, let's just recap these 2 trades real quick. So first off, coming into the second macro on the 4-hour time frame, obviously we're completely dumping on the 4-hour right now, but this is not what it looked like before the second macro. Before the second macro, this 4-hour candle had wicked off of this 4-hour order block, and it seemed like it was respecting this on a higher time frame, right? So we're leaning bullish on this 4-hour order block. And then on the 1 hour here, sorry, give me one second. Okay, sorry. So like I was saying, yeah, on the the higher time frame, we're looking very bearish, or sorry, bullish. And so after we took this high right here, we kind of got a low pullback, and we retested these 2 fair value gaps here, right? Sorry, it's a little bit messy. We retest these 2 1-minute fair value gaps here, right? And we end up respecting those. And once we respect those, I'm like, okay, we're holding structure on the higher time frame. We also have a market maker buy model, right? A potential market maker buy model for us to complete and take out this point of external bias liquidity. And so that's going to be my draw, just to take a little continuation to these highs, right? And then on the 5 minute as well, I remember we inverse this 5 minute fair value gap right here, and this 5 minute fair value gap. So we have a unicorn mark here as well. We have a low, high, lower, low, higher, high, right? And so we inverse this fair value gap on a higher time frame. This is a unicorn model, and so I just decided to try and catch a 1 minute like little just like continuation off this unicorn model on the 5 minute up to these highs. But that's just not what happened. I was on the wrong side, so I entered after this 30-second inversion here, this 30-second inversion fair value gap here. I entered there, but we were just on the wrong side of the trade. Price, all it wanted was this point of internal bias liquidity, protect this high, and then dumped right before the macro, right? And so I had reason to enter, but the fact that I entered before the macro, I could have completely avoided this trade. So that was the first trade that I took. I just could have completely avoided because I just traded before the macro happened. Now the second trade, as soon as that macro starts, actually, boom, we dump. We inverse both these 1 minute fair value gaps. Great sign already, right? And then in addition to that, we have a unicorn model. Perfect. That's just like the model that I use, the model that I teach, the model that I use to enter high, low, higher, high, lower, low, right? We test both these two fair value gaps, these two inversions. We create that breaker block, right? Because like I said, I teach you guys how to identify breaker blocks and then how to enter off these inverse fair value gaps, right? And so these things happen over and over again. It's the fact that I have to size down so I can have an actual stop loss, right? When I'm scaling up, I get uncomfortable when a stop loss is 27 points. So I size down 4 micros. I'm completely fine with risking $200 here to make 1,000. And so this loss, by the way, was like $180. And so, yeah. But if you guys want, again, like I said, to learn more in depth of the model that I teach, this unicorn model that happened today is going to happen probably tomorrow, happen multiple times this week. I'm going to put the link in the description. Of the premium Discord where I teach my entire model. I give out signals, have weekly calls, give out exclusive trade breakdowns as well. And so you guys will always get trade breakdowns and more in-depth breakdowns than what I post here on YouTube with just the truth, if I'm just being completely honest with you guys. But yeah, it's completely up to you guys. Both these recaps are insanely valuable. I'll always give you guys the best of the best for in terms of the recaps. But yeah, so back to the trade. Both these two fair value gaps get inversed, breaker block forms, price decides to come in and retest both these inverse fair value gaps. This breaker block as well ends up respecting that, closes very nicely, and I enter. Candle just begins dumping after that, right? Like from there on, it's just managing the position. My trade is going to be at this low, this 8 a.m. this AM low, right? And once the AM low hits, we just continue to dump. I could have held. Wow, I should have held. Oh my god, that hurts. But it's completely fine. I'm content with the fact that we made some money today. It's actually for market context, it's actually also an AMD model, right? Like it's like a perfect AMD model. In terms of like market context, we have accumulation here, accumulate, manipulate, right? Accumulate here, manipulate higher, and then we dump. Like perfect AMD. We also have an AMD to the upside, accumulate, manipulate, distribute, right? Now we have accumulate, manipulate, distribute to the lower. So both sides played out today. I just couldn't catch like the beginning of the longs, right? And then I'm pretty sure we also had a market maker sell model to help me go by on a lower time frame. I'm pretty sure though, not on a higher time frame. I think it was on the 1 minute, kind of help me identify a market maker sell model as well. We just had a bunch of internal source of liquidity that could have been taken, and so my take profit was at this low, and these two kind of lines right here I marked out where the this was midnight open, and then this was the 4-hour order block that I marked out here, just in case that we see some resistance when we reach those two areas. But I trailed my stops here, so once we hit that midnight open level, my stop was trailed to this high. Once we broke that and hit this 4-hour order block, I trailed my stop to this high. And then yeah, from there on, it's just barbecue chicken. Yeah, like. So these two trades in summary, first trade I could have completely avoided because it was outside of the macro. Second trade marks out everything. Everything that I wanted to see happened here. We get a unicorn model perfectly, high, low, higher, high, lower, low. We get an inversion. We get a breaker block as well. Check. We're inside of a macro. Check. And we also have AMD or market maker sell model for context. Check. And we use risk accordingly. Last and final check. So. Yeah, that was a very nice trade. Like I said, I'm very content with the fact that I was able to scale down today and take an actual trade more than the outcome of it, if I'm being completely honest. And so, yeah, hopefully next week or even tomorrow, we'll find one more trade to end the week off of before we head into Thanksgiving. I'm going to be bringing my laptop, and so my YouTube videos are going to be recorded from my laptop over break. I'm going to be going home, and so I'm not going to be on my PC, unfortunately. But yeah. I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, if you guys want some more, like a more in-depth breakdown to my model, signals, all of that, I'm gonna put the link in the premium Discord in the description. If you guys have any questions about prop firms, I go live on TikTok. I answer a lot of questions about prop firms on TikTok as well, and how to find the cheapest and the best deals for that. Right now, out of the top of my head, if you guys are beginners, don't have a much capital to spend on prop firms, I have a discount code with Apex funding, and Alpha Futures. So if you guys want discounted prop firms, if you guys just use code AJO on any Alpha account size or prop firm or Apex, any account size on those two firms, you guys are gonna get a discount on any of the account sizes that you choose. So just something out there that maybe is going to help you guys if you guys are trying to find a prop firm to trade with. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's trade recap. Like I said, thank you guys so much for the support on the last video. We're gonna be building things up here pretty slowly, but like I said, slowly in some cases is the faster route, and actually in all cases is the faster route. So we'll see what happens now. We're gonna try to go for that 4K payout, try to get the ball rolling again. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. And we're almost at 5K. Much love to you guys as always. This is just the beginning. So glad that much of you have found me when you do, because when you have, like right now, because I have a lot of things planned in terms of content creation in my future. We're gonna be at 100K, 500K, a million. I promise you guys. I'm gonna bring you, all of you guys, along with me. Every one of you guys, even the lurkers, the comments. I'm gonna remember. I'm very good at remembering names, so I'm glad you guys are here early. And yeah, I'm just so excited for what the future has in plan for me. I will always fight back, no matter what life throws at me, content creation wise, just or trading wise, or life in general. And yeah, I'll always fight back. That's just one thing. If you don't know me as a person, if you have never watched my videos, if you have no idea what trading is, I'd like to say that most of my videos consist of just persistence and being somebody that can adapt to what life has given them, and just being someone who's strong, like who has life in his hand. And I have no idea what I'm saying, but you guys get the point. Just be a strong, persistent, pursuitful person in life. Keep God in your life, and I promise you guys, you can get through anything in this world. So yeah, a little bit of a rant, but I appreciate you guys as always. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless. Have a very safe rest of y'all's day.